Tennis on tap today. It's the Illinois High School Association boys doubles and singles finals. Well, the tournament has moved indoors. Those Chicago rains can do that to you, but at least the players won't have to be battling the winds and the rain. Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Northwest Suburbs. We're here in Schaumburg. I'm Mike Liederman, along with, as usual, Corky Layton. We've got the doubles finals, then the singles. What effect will going indoors after playing the whole tournament outdoors, you think, have on these guys?
I think they'll appreciate being inside because they don't have to battle the wind quite so much, and they obviously don't have to worry about slipping on a rainy court. That's
true. And the teams, first of all, half the defending champions are here for New Trier. Adam Rubenstein won this event as a freshman. He's got a new partner this year in Mac Reynolds, and they are the co-number 1 seeds. They're here in the finals.
I think Rubenstein's experience in the state final is going to make a big difference for the New Trier team. I also think that Reynolds' aggressiveness is going to have an effect. The team from Ottawa also looks very good.
I will talk about the team from Ottawa. Ted and Tom Nagel, they are twins. They are seniors. They obviously know each other's games, and they have come from a 5-8 seed. That's the way they're seeded here by the Illinois High School Association, 5 through 8. They've come here, and they've made the finals.
Yeah, they've done a great job. It's very hard to play against twins, I'm sure. I watched them play today. I saw one guy go up for an overhead, another guy running down a ground stroke. I thought it was the same guy.
And we know we're going to have to try to separate them, so bear with us. Meanwhile, they have done extremely well. They're going up against the top seeds, and we'll bring you that match, followed by the singles, right after these words, here on Fox Sports Net. In the forecourt, the team from New Trier, that is Adam Rubenstein closest to you. He will serve first against Tom and Ted Nagel from Ottawa. Tom in the ad court, Ted in the deuce court to receive first point of the match.
Okay, nice first serve by Rubenstein down the middle to the backhand, always effective.
Rubenstein, we told you, a sophomore, so was Reynolds, but very experienced, won this title last year with another partner. And he's back as a soph.
Another first serve in down the middle.
Well, right away you can see a difference in Rubenstein's serve from last year, much more confident. We'll get to the keys to the match right after this point at 30-love. Here it comes.
Good catch.
Very close to the action here. We'll be very quiet. There you see the keys to the match. We'll get to them again in a second.
Oh, and there's Reynolds all over that one. The turn came back.
All right, let's take a look at our keys to this match from Hyundai. Corky?
Well, I think the main thing here is the aggressiveness. I think the aggressive team on the court is going to win this match. They're going to control the match. Consistent returns is really important. But first serves in is just as important, and I think that's going to be another big factor out here. As you can see here, New Trier, 3 first serves, 3 points. Very aggressive play.
And a strong first game for Adam Rubenstein and the Trevians. They lead it 1-0 first set. Well, let's take a look at the road to these finals first as we shift from the Ottawa team to the New Trier team. Pretty easy matches so far, basically against Glenbrook South. Joey McWilliams and Ken Howry, against Glenbrook South, Gottlieb and Matt South. 4-2. Before that, they knocked off the team from Lyons. And again, it's been a pretty smooth sail for Rubenstein.
Yeah, they've been very strong. Not really much of a contest so far.
As for Ottawa, they had, as we told you, a tough time in the semis against McWilliams and Howry of West Aurora, down 4-2 before they came back to win that one 6-4. So here they are, and this is Tom Nagel serving first for his team.
Okay, big first serve from Tom. In the court, put it in play. No return. Another first serve.
I'll watch if Tom Nagel gets on this.
He's got great acceleration with his legs and his arms, really gets up in the air. Huge mechanical advantage there. You don't just can't get around on it.
At 30-love. Ted Nagel puts
Good
it away.
aggressive play. There was a return, but Ted was all over that one. Big serve here. Nice return by Rubenstein, but it's right on Nagel's racket, Ted's racket, and there he is up in the air, and it's over.
We're going to have to specify each and every time. This is Tom Nagel serving at 40 love.
Okay, another big first serve. 4 up, 4 down.
Couple of love games, one from each side.
I don't think anybody's going to win a point here until they can put a return in play. At least the opposing team's not going to win.
Here is Mac Reynolds for his first service game at 1-all.
Okay. Nice wide serve in the corner by Reynolds. Tough for Ted to get around on that one. Going for depth again, just a little long.
And that was a lot long, so double fault number 1 for New Trier.
Go back to the keys of the match. Getting that first serve in is very important. Probably the worst thing you can do in doubles is to double fault.
And 15-all. Skies that one long.
Okay. Rubenstein took advantage of a weak return, hit a good volley, and Ted couldn't keep that lob in the court.
Ted Nagel plays the deuce. 30-15.
Oh, there's a nice return. Tom runs around the backhand and rips that forehand return down the alley. Here it is. Good serve. A little short in the middle. Tom gets around it and rips it down the alley. Adams not ready for it.
And there's a clean ace.
Big serve. Reynolds very strong, very powerful. Here's Reynolds getting ready to serve here. Big serve. Well, no chance. Ted's weight was on the wrong foot. That went right by him.
We were closer to it than he was.
Just wide.
Rubenstein.
Good recovery. Another short serve, but Rubenstein ended the point.
Well, this has been service dominant so far. We are on serve first set, and we'll have Ottawa to serve when we come back. Back at the Boys State Tennis Championships, because of time considerations, we move to further action later in the doubles finals. Back in the northwest suburbs, and we are literally back in the northwest suburbs. While we were away on the changeover, the fire alarms went off here at the tennis center. Everyone had to be evacuated. And of course, since we are on tape, we have condensed the time, but there has been about a half-an-hour delay before the fire department came, made sure everything was all right, and allowed all of us, players, crew, audience, everyone, to come back. So meanwhile, after this half-hour break, Reynolds will serve. New Trier has just gotten back on serve, and we'll see what this does, if anything, to the momentum, where you can see the Nagels have had it pretty much their way. They're up a set. We are back on serve here in the second set as Mac Reynolds now goes up 15-love. Well, Corky, what do you think? I mean, you talk about momentum shifters and you don't want to project, but it certainly can't hurt New Trier because obviously they were getting their act. They were pretty discombobulated for a while, and now here comes Reynolds back strong.
Yeah, they appeared to be maybe a little over pumped. Trying to close the match out too fast, made a lot of careless errors, and maybe this little intermission got them calmed down. We'll see. A lot of it's about execution.
40-love there as Ted Nagel couldn't handle the serve from Mac Reynolds.
It's a big serve. Mac serving well. First serves in.
Well, as strong a game as New Trier has had.
That second ball never came out of his pocket.
And there's Mac Reynolds the third, Mac the fourth dad. And there you see both these guys, Rubenstein and Reynolds, play a lot on emotion. And on the other side of the court, the Ottawa team of Tom and Ted Nagel, very, very focused, very calm. Let's see what happens here.
Well, he starts off with a big serve. Tom didn't seem to be hurt by the rest.
This is Tom Nagel serving 15-1. Good answer by Reynolds.
Moved in close on that second serve. Ted didn't really have time to react to that ball coming down the alley. He jumped to the inside and couldn't get back in time. Miss hit the volley. He's ready for that one, though. Rubenstein popped that return up a little too high. Ted was all over it. Ended it quickly.
30-15. Here's Tom.
Oh, miss hit winner.
30 all.
Four corner shot off that one. Oh, there's a big return from Rubenstein. Tom was a little slow getting in that time, and Rubenstein ripped the ball into the alley.
And it's break point against Ottawa.
It's the first time we've been here, I think.
Right.
Oh, there's a big serve under pressure.
40 all. And there is the Nagel's dad, Bill, and Mom Sandy to his left. There she is. They met as high school students at Ottawa High School. There it is, the old high school sweetheart story.
There's a big second serve. Tom really pulled Rubenstein off balance that time, wide to his backhand down the middle. Adam couldn't bring the ball down on the court.
Game point here for Ottawa.
There's another big serve from Tom Nagel. Now you can probably sense a little bit of a momentum shift here, but I don't know if it's going to have an impact on the score right now. We'll really have to see how well Adam Rubenstein serves in this next game.
Adam Rubenstein there, you see taking a drink, talking to his coach, and this is a critical juncture in the match for New Trier. Rubenstein has been broken the last 3 times he has served. He's got a very strong serve normally, but again, is a very emotional player of the 4. And you can see it on his face right there. You know, Adams, remember, he's just a sophomore here. Won it as a freshman. There he's talking to Team Kaifish. Meanwhile, the team standings show New Trier very much out in front for their 4th championship in 5 years. Lake Forest, Corky's team, a distant second, but nonetheless a good showing, followed by Barrington, Hinsdale Central, and OPRF, Old Park River Forest. This is Rubenstein.
Okay, big return, caught Reynolds before he could move into position. They were in that I formation again. Reynolds just didn't cover the volley.
Love 15.
Okay, back in the eye. Okay, Tom couldn't convert on that one. Good serve from Rubenstein.
Here's Ron Rubenstein, athlete of his own right, in his own right at Louisville, basketball player, tennis player, intense guy. You know where he still gets it, and Reynolds
got his racket on that one. A little help from the net, though. Looks like they're picking up the energy level again. Here's Reynolds moving into position. Backhand volley off the top of the net. Winner.
The net court is your friend. There's a let.
I wonder if they have an electronic monitor for the net. I don't see anybody with their hand on it. You just heard it.
We know they have an electronic firearm.
That's for sure. Tom going down the line again. Misfires into the net. Good serve from Adam.
Reynolds and Rubenstein here. Up 40-15 this game. In the eye. And a strong game on serve from Adam Rubenstein. He needed it. The team needed it. We're on serve at 3-all.
Well, I think the match started like this with both teams having trouble making contact on the serve. It could be the fact that they're indoors and not used to the lighting. And we may, after this intermission, see kind of the same thing where the serves are fairly effective and the returns aren't, and then we'll see who can pick up the percentage on the return games.
Ted to serve, Ted Nebo to Rubenstein.
Oh, there's a big return right there. Adam Rubenstein unloaded on that one. Tom couldn't get his racket on it solidly, and the volley goes in the net.
Ottawa leads, taking the first set 6-3 on serve here, 3-all.
Good spin, but the ball is long.
7th game now, second set, second serve, low 15.
Oh, big kick serve. Mac Reynolds on the ground going after that one. Okay, look at the kick on this serve. Ball hits the corner and kicks.
Oh.
Mac is completely pulled off his feet.
We're in close quarters here at Schaumburg. Fans are right on the court, or close to it, we should say. And they had Reynolds in their lap. Second serve.
Oh, that's a big deep serve from Ted. Great second serve, nice and deep. Again, at the body. Rubenstein couldn't get around it. What's the return in the net? Oh, yeah. Big second serve. Tom was there with the volley.
Crowd getting into it. Obviously, the break took air out of everybody's sails. Reynolds not to be denied.
Big energy. Good return from Rubenstein to set that up. Ted popped up the first volley. Mac was there, smacked it back, and then ended the point. Yeah, big kick serve again. Reynolds gets it up in the air, and Tom ends the point.
So, Ottawa holds. They lead 4-3. We're on serve. New Trier looking here to hold as we get into the later stages of the second set. And the Ottawa team you see there already up a set, 6-3. And this is the #1 seeded team in the state. Adam Rubenstein, the sophomore, and fellow sophomore Mac Reynolds, and their coach Tim Kafish talking strategy. Meanwhile, for the most complete coverage and up-to-date information on your favorite Illinois high school team or athlete, log on to the official IHSA website, www.ihsa.org. Well, I don't know if they're twins, but they're Nagel fans, that's for sure. There's Adam Rubenstein. His mom played college tennis at LSU. Big career so far as a prep. A win as a freshman at state and doubles. Trying to repeat here. And the Ottawa team, their first foray into the finals, although the two have played together really all their lives. This is Mac Reynolds to serve. At 3-4.
Yeah, that return got up a little high. Rubenstein was all over it with the volley down the middle. Get away. Big spin serve here. Ted can't get around it. Adam puts the ball away.
Easy post for Adam Rubenstein. 15-love. Just long.
fault. Reynolds is really unloading on that first serve. I think he's trying to make a point there, but he hasn't put any in yet.
Second double fault for Reynolds. Rubenstein with 2.
Back in the I formation.
At 15 all.
And for the more conservative spin serve there the first time for Reynolds.
Good lob by Ted Nagel.
Best way to break the eye, lob the return, completely undoes that formation.
Well, another crossroads here for New Trier at 15:30, 3-4.
Oh, he's there. Reynolds was all over that, took a little bit too much swing and pushed that volley long. Now he's in trouble.
Double break point for Ottawa to go up 5-3 and up a set already.
Big serve from Reynolds under pressure.
Wow.
Tough to make contact with that one, let alone try to lob it. Look at this ball. Half a step. No chance. Here it is again. Big energy. Reynolds is pumped.
That's why they're in the state finals.
That's right.
Still a break point.
Oh, another big serve. Tom took a little bit too much of a swing at that. Ball sailed long.
Back to deuce.
Oh, there's a big overhead from Adam Rubenstein. This time, Ted Nagel's lob was a little shorter than the one before, so Rubenstein could take it on the fly and hit a great overhead.
Now game point for New Trier.
Ooh, that's got to be a morale booster for New Trier. Coming back from down 40-15, 15-40 to win that game. Some big shots at the end of that game.
On serve tied at 4 as Mac Reynolds, big serves. And a couple of key strokes from his partner Adam Rubenstein. Now here's Tom Nagel serving at 4 all.
Oh, big first serve. Okay, nice return from Rubenstein. Tom got in well on that volley and Reynolds just missed the pick. He was there, just mishit the ball. Good doubles. That's another big serve. Reynolds mishit the return.
I got it.
Up. Yours? No, took a sideways bounce. Hit a wire and took a sideways bounce.
Tom Nagel
Big serve there.
Talking about how effective his serve can be when it's on. It's on.
Oh, yeah, and he jams Reynolds. He can't get his racket on that one. Great serving from Tom Nagel that game.
All right, we will change sides on the changeover here. It is 5-4 on serve. New Trier's got a hold to stay in the match. Well, for #1 sports information, head for the game room weeknights here on Fox Sports Net, 7 o'clock or before the game. Right here on Fox Sports Net. Adam Rubenstein serving for 5. New Trier down a set. On serve, must hold here.
Okay, deep second serve. Ted Nagel going for the alley. Ball in the net.
Adam with a strong service game last time around. Prior to that, he had been broken 3 times.
Okay, New Trier looks like they're going to live and die with this I formation. It's worked so far. It's putting pressure on the Nagels to come up with some better returns. Those last 2 returns didn't miss by much, but they did miss. Advantage of changing your formation out here is it does put pressure on the returner.
Serving to Ted Nagel.
Okay, another good serve. Again, I think that one of the nice things about Reynolds being in the middle of the court for Rubenstein is it takes some pressure off the server, knowing that your partner might poach, and the pressure that the added pressure it puts on the returner.
40 love. Wide.
Oh, double fault.
Third for Rubenstein.
Rubenstein went for a little bit too much on that second serve. Ball sailed on him.
Now at 40-15. Even the second set at 5. Ottawa won the first set, 6-3. Volley by Rubenstein, outstanding.
I don't think the Ottawa team wants to get into a ground stroking duel with these two. Adam Rubenstein is the most experienced player on the court and probably the most highly ranked junior player out there. You don't want to get into an exchange like this with him. He just has too many shots.
Ted serving at 5-all.
Yeah, go back to doubles. That's what works for the Nagels. Play hard doubles.
Remember the singles to follow. Josh Braley against undefeated Tom Hannes. Hannes looking to repeat the state champion. Stay tuned for that after this. We're a long way from down
there's
here.
a big return from Mac Reynolds. Just ripped that thing at Tom's feet. He couldn't get the volley up off the ground.
15-all.
Goodness, big return.
Forehand of Adam Rubenstein's a thing of beauty.
Well, the thing that's starting to let New Trier back into this match on these Ottawa serve games is that I think their first serve percentage has started to go down since the break.
Well, tough to keep it at 87%.
Yep.
Which is what they had in the first set.
Right.
New Trier serving at about 50% efficiency.
There's that serve and poach. Get the return in play. Let your net man take care of the rest.
Well, it's gone down some, but not much. Still effective, 72%. But look at New Trier, that's climbing.
Yeah, that's getting back up there. Right on the line.
Bang, bang, bang. What a rally.
That was a very tough point. Yeah, you don't want to be caught at the baseline in doubles. You got two guys at the net, nowhere to hit the ball, and that volley was deep on the line.
Ted Nagel serving to go up 6-5.
Oh, little indecision there. Tom stuck his racket out. Ted took his eye off the ball and went through the middle. Good return from Reynolds.
Rare mistake by the Nagels, really.
Yeah.
Very few.
It's that twin thing. They have an understanding, yes. You know, two bodies in one brain.
And we've seen a lot of that here in the IHSA tournament, all three. The Martin twins, the Matko twins, now here are the Nagels.
Oh, way overhit. Rubenstein was completely off the court. Any short angle would have won that point.
Break point now for New Trier.
Good second effort. Rubenstein had given up on the ball, but Reynolds put his racket on it. Makes a huge difference. Mac Reynolds, a high-energy player. Okay, here's the ball. Rubenstein kind of quits on it. Reynolds back in there, pops up that lob. And Ted shanks that volley wide.
And for the second time this set, break against Ted Nagel, and New Trier can close out the second set here. There is Tim Kaifish, who took over last year from John Schneider, who had been at New Trier
40 years? Long
something
time.
like that. A lot of tenure here. Jay Kramer. It's nice to see Jay back on court. Jay had some physical problems. The coach, longtime coach at Hinsdale Central.
Saw Chuck Morrison in the crowd.
Chuck Morrison, who had one of the great lines this week. Chuck is retiring after all these years, of course, and somebody asked him about it. He said, well, you know, there's more to the spring than checking weather reports and juggling lineups.
There you go.
And he said
got
that
the right perspective anyhow.
And all candor. Of course, Chuck's son Mike, the last person to win multiple state titles consecutively, won 4 in a row in the mid-'80s, and we'll see if Tom Hannes can win his second later on today. All right, serving 6-5. Okay, looking to even things up.
Big serve from Reynolds. Ted can't get around it. Got handcuffed on that one. Okay, big swing from Tom. Ball sails long.
30 love. No doubt about that next one.
You don't want to give Mac Reynolds a free swing at anything out here. He's just, I mean, the guy can jump through the roof, and he's got all the energy in the world once he gets up there. That ball was out of anybody's reach.
Triple set point to even the match for New Trier's Mac Reynolds.
Yeah, I think a little over pumped on that one. That serve was long by about 15 feet.
Still the I formation.
Nice spin serve. Rubenstein's there to end the point with the volley.
We are all even.
Great reversal of the momentum there by New Trier. Really took advantage of that break. Great job to turn the match around. Now we're tied.
6-3 for Ottawa. Now 7-5 New Trier. The deciding set coming up right after this. Ready for the third set. It'll be Tom Nagel serving. Tied at a set apiece. This set for the championship. And oh, Ted saved a point right there for his team.
Nice volley. Great reaction from Ted that time. The Ottawa team has changed shirts for this third set. I'm sure New Trier has too. Just that Ottawa's now in red instead of white.
15 love.
Whoop. Flagged one. That might have hit the tarp on the fly if Ted hadn't touched it.
Give Reynolds credit.
That was a huge return. No time to react.
15 all. Winner of this set wins the state doubles title. And that time, Ted let it go by. Again, the twins, they've only played tennis competitively, seriously, since 8th grade. Of course, they played the sport a while. Here's Mac Reynolds getting ready at 30-15.
Oh, another big return from Reynolds.
All. And look at this. We told you about the stoppage because of the fire alarm going off. New Trier certainly has benefited from it, or at least their game's turned around. 21 out of 25.
Oh,
make it
goodness.
22 out of 26. Serves return.
Great job returning serve. They were only at about 30% before the break, and now they're at about 85%.
Break point here against Ottawa.
Ball was called wide. Reynolds applauding the call.
Second serve now. First game, third set.
Oh, huge return from Reynolds again. Ted stuck his racket out in self-defense and popped the volley long.
Well, the #1 team in the state is now playing like it. They have broken for game 1 of the first set, the first break against Tom Nagel. And there is Mac Reynolds, sophomore. Adam Rubenstein, also a sophomore. Their coach, Tim Kafish. Actually, he's a sophomore in terms of years.
Right,
he's
second
head
year
coach,
right?
Well, stay tuned to Fox Sports Net Chicago. We've got the National Sports Report, weeknights at 10 o'clock or after the game. Catch up on all the sports news right here on Fox Sports Net. With Corky Layton, I'm Mike Lederman, Jim Corno Jr., and our Fox Sports Net crew in the truck. As you can see, all the fans are here. And so is that return from Ted.
Ted Nagel just hit a great return, took that serve early, and Reynolds couldn't get over there to cover the alley.
Rubenstein serving love 15. Up a break. Now Reynolds is talking to Ken Smith in the chair.
Reynolds thought the serve was a let.
But Ken Smith
Mishit the volley.
says no. So we're at 30. Love 30. Rip that one.
That was a huge return.
Just a little wide.
He's stepping into him. I think this is the best way to get your rhythm back when you're a returning team. You got to get up there and hit the ball.
15-30. Caught the line.
Reynolds missed.
Yeah,
missed the ball again. This is like the second, third time that's happened. He just completely missed it. I don't know if he took his eye off it or just lost it in the background. There's a lot of signage behind the court, and he may be losing the ball in that.
That was a total whiff right there.
Here it goes.
Yeah.
Oh, now he makes a volley at the end.
At 30 all. And we get a second serve coming here from Adam Rubenstein.
Okay, back in the eye. Serves out.
Double fault for Adam. Number 4. And it brings up a break point for Ottawa. That score is incorrect. It is break point for Ottawa, but big backhand by Rubenstein. Saves one.
Now it's deuce. Oh, big serve by Rubenstein there. Ted couldn't get his racket on it. Just slid that thing away. Good spin, wide. Here's Rubenstein. Look at that angle on that serve. Skidded it.
Second ace for Rubenstein.
Oh, there's a big return from Tom. Tom Nagel closed in on that backhand, hit a great angle. Rubenstein couldn't get his racket on solidly and sailed it wide.
The pace of this match has been really frenetic. They don't waste time. You just get right to it. Short lob and goodbye.
Okay, again, the best way to break the eye is with a lob, but it's got to be a little bit deeper than that. Mac Reynolds all over that overhead.
Ted saying, yeah, I know we're short. Advantage New Trier.
Tom Nagel broke a string on that return.
Rubenstein will get a second serve here.
First serve.
They're going to give him 2?
Right. By rule.
First serve.
By rule. Opponent breaks a string. Takes the time away from the server, so he gets the second ball.
That's fair. Those 5 aces. 3.
Oh, there's a big serve.
Make it 6.
Okay, here's a big serve from Adam Rubenstein. Really unloads on this ball down the middle. Tom Nagel no chance to get to that ball.
All right. New Trier ahead of break. 2-love. Ted Nagel serving.
Very athletic move by Adam Rubenstein. He couldn't get his racket on it solid and sailed that volley wide.
And Ted Nagel really did an outstanding job saving
defense.
2 potential points there.
Great defense there. Oh, nice return from Mac Reynolds. Ted just couldn't get that volley quite high enough.
Good kick on the serve. Adam Rubenstein upset with himself, but that ball kicked really high.
Pulled Rubenstein like 20 feet off the court just to make contact.
He was going to be third man in the booth if he had taken another
Almost.
step here. Yeah,
We have a spare set of headset.
that's true. There's another. Oh, boy, they're firing at it.
Yeah. We have a target in front of us here.
30 all. At 40-15, rather.
All right. Big serve down the middle. Rubenstein going for the alley, just misfired.
Well, there is the Ottawa team. Coach Tom Henderson, as we told you, has been there since 1954. They're also very much involved with Lyle Gunther, who was a former assistant over in Ottawa, who really found the tennis in the Nagels as 8th graders. Said, look, you guys are playing baseball. You're not going to make the majors, but you got a real future in tennis, and really work with them, as well as Tom Henderson working with them. And obviously they always had somebody to play with. And they teamed in doubles. They made it to the 2nd round of state last year, and here they are in the finals as a 5-8 seed.
Well, they're making the most out of their game out here. They're tall, they got great reflexes, and they're getting to the ball early, and they're making solid shots. Nothing real fancy, but they are making all the shots they need to.
And New Trier, with a hesitant start, came back strong in the 2nd set. Now up a break here in the 3rd. And you looked at Coach Tim Kafish, already has the team championship all but sewn up. And this is 2nd year. There's Tim. And New Trier now serving to go up 3-1. Mac Reynolds.
Just wide. Big serve, but just wide.
You see the emotional makeup of New Trier. Much more so than the lack of expression on the faces of the Ottawa team. And don't let that for a minute confuse you into thinking they're not pumped, but it's just a totally different personality.
Absolutely. And it's the chemistry. Another big serve, but long. Yeah, nice volley from Rubenstein. Big kick serve from Reynolds, 2nd serve there. Tom got the return up a little too high, and Adam Rubenstein ended it.
Singles coming up after this. Tom Hannes of Palatine, Josh Braley of Geneva. Bring that to you here.
A little off-speed short serve there. Caught Ted Nagel a little bit off balance, and he popped up that short lob. Not a thing you want to do with the other 2 guys on the other side of the net. Ball seems to have disappeared. Might have disintegrated.
I think it's probably in Wisconsin the way that one was hit.
Just wide. Big serve, big return. Touch volley, sails wide on Rubenstein.
We are a deuce. New Trier up a break, 3rd set.
Adam Rubenstein getting a little emotional up there.
High formation.
Big serve, but long. Got confused on the switch there. They were both going to the same side. Nobody to cover that return. Good return by Ted Nagel. Okay, this is a shorter second serve. Ted steps into it, hits it. Well, Reynolds and Rubenstein both going the same way. And not toward the ball.
Break point for Ottawa to even the match.
Well, I don't think that's a return that Tom had in mind there. High floater to Adams' forehand. Rubenstein ended it.
And again, Reynolds took something off that first serve, too.
Put it in play.
Yeah. That deuce.
Yeah. Mixing up the pace on this serve has done wonders for Reynolds' service game here. From down a break to getting ready to close it out. No, there's that lob long. Trying to find a solution for that off-speed serve from Reynolds.
So Reynolds being down comes back, holds serve, and his team with a break leads it 3-1. Tom Nagel serving.
Oh, solid serve. Big return. Ted had great hands on that volley. Slid it down the middle.
The Ottawa team defeated the #1 seeds from Hinsdale Central in the quarterfinal to get to the semi.
Whoa, sailed that one.
Yeah.
Line judge just got out of the way in time.
The Nagels beat Omar Husseini and Matt McNaughton of Hinsdale Central 3 and 4. Knocked off McWilliams and Howery from West Aurora in 3 sets, coming back 4-2, being down 2-4 in the third. So being down is nothing new to this team. But a very evenly balanced team. Very together. No pun intended.
Okay, big serve closing in. A lot of pressure on the returner.
You know,
Stein got it along.
You look at the Nagels, you don't know if they're up 2 sets, they're down 2 sets. Their expressions never change.
Maybe that's why they were recruited as tennis players. You need more of that in tennis.
That's true.
Calm under pressure.
Both will be going to St. Olaf College next year.
Going for that wide ace. Just missed.
What a return by Rubenstein.
Disadvantage there of missing the first serve is that the second serve is short. Rubenstein has a chance to step up. Hits that ball right at Tom's feet, and he can't volley up. Great return by Adam Rubenstein.
Still a game point here for the Nagels.
Oh, great hands, great idea. Reynolds got that lob up in the air, and Tom couldn't get around it to hit the overhead.
Now there, Tom's showing a little emotion here, as the game is now a deuce.
Oh, that return sails long. Another big serve from Tom Nagel. Ted Nagel couldn't reverse direction there in time to get his racket solidly on that ball and sailed it out. Good return from Reynolds, though.
New Trier looking for a second break, taking up 1-4 here in the third and deciding set.
Oh, great volley from Tom Nagel. Great hands. Really got low on that volley. Just out of Reynolds' reach. This is really good tennis. Reynolds had a thought here. Rubenstein rips another forehand. Reynolds can't get his racket on. He bounces twice before Rubenstein can get to it. Okay, big serve.
They hold.
Ted's there for the volley.
So the Nagels hold. And still up a break. New Trier to serve next. We told you about Tom Henderson's team where Adam Rubenstein won this a year ago as a freshman. Mac Reynolds played on the sophomore team as a freshman. This year, Rubenstein's partner from 1999, Joe Smeaton, elected to play singles, and that left a spot open on the doubles roster. And Reynolds has more than filled it.
Well, the chemistry between these two is really fabulous, and Reynolds really provides the energy. If Rubenstein were to get down, Reynolds is there to pump him up again. He's not afraid to go for broke when he has to.
All right, Adam Rubenstein will serve at 3-2. See the I formation again from Mac Reynolds. Could be kind of risky too.
Yeah, right there. He almost stood up too soon.
Get your tattoos.
Oh, they both went the same way again.
It's been a terrific match.
Yeah.
Survived everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
And John Novak and his crew from the IHSA, Beth Saucer, have done a super job just organizing this year.
Nice hit return. Nice serve from Rubenstein.
15 all. This tournament's normally played over 11 different locations. This year, because of the rain, boosted it to 13, but somehow everybody got to the right place. And that was the first serve. What? Tournament starts on Thursday. Again, 11 different sites through Friday, the quarterfinals Friday night, and here we are on the day when they play the semis and the finals together. So there's been lots of tennis for these young men.
Whoa. Doubles against singles. Two guys trying to hit ground strokes from mid-court against two guys standing at the net just waiting for the ball to come back.
15-30. And Rubenstein again with the big serve answer.
Big serve from Adam Rubenstein under pressure. Good players rise to the occasion.
Look at the unforced errors. Surprisingly, though, Ottawa 11 more than New Trier. I say surprisingly because, again, you don't see a lot of emotion when something happens on the Ottawa side.
All right, Ted got pulled down the middle. He thought he'd have to cover that ball for Tom. Tom volleyed it, and Ted got hurt on the ball coming back. Great volley there. New Trier's team, quick hands.
Game point here for 4-2.
Big serve there, just long. Ooh, a double fault.
Well, this has been the bane of Rubenstein's game going on. We've seen him now through 2 years and 2 finals. And that's his 5th.
As well as they're doing when he gets his first serve in, really doesn't matter a whole lot what it is, as long as it goes in and it's reasonably deep.
So we're a deuce. double faults.
Here's a nice first serving play.
Braley has the answer on the other one.
Hit that one not at 100%, maybe 80%. Went in, makes a difference. Oh my goodness, what a return from Tom Nagel.
Inside out and a little emotion to spare.
Yeah, on the line. Terrific, nice angle, not much you can do about that.
Back to deuce, number 3.
Okay, nice serve. Adam served Ted inside that time. Ted couldn't get the lob to go straight up. Sailed long. Oh, what hands. That's terrific. Doubles right there. Great exchange. Both players, both teams at the net. Volleys back and forth. Nagel's won that one.
Fans love it too, and you can really hear them here on the side closed court.
Lob was too short.
Singles against doubles again, as you say, Corky.
Get 2 guys at the baseline, they're usually going to lose to the 2 guys at the net. It's about a 35-foot ceiling, and that was about a 15-foot lob. Oh, nice serve from Adam Rubenstein.
So New Trier holds. They lead 4-2 up a break, 3rd set. If you're just joining us, Ottawa won the first 6-3. New Trier coming back 7-5 in the second, and here we are with Ted Nagel serving at 2-4.
Okay, big kick serve. Rubenstein caught that one a little bit behind him.
Reynolds just telling Rubenstein basically to keep it cool, keep your emotions under control. And now Rubenstein will tell Reynolds the same thing.
Caught that one a little bit late. It's got to be tough for Mac Reynolds to switch hands when the ball's hit right at him, because he's hitting 2-handed returns off both sides.
See, the first serve percentage has come down for Ottawa and up for New Trier.
Oh, big return from Adam Rubenstein right there. Right at Ted's feet. No chance.
All right, 15-30, 2-4 here. Big point for Ottawa. Oh, how did Rubenstein get that one?
What hands. Great reflex there. That's a shot you don't want to think about. Just take the ball on the rise and drive it. Ted thought a little bit too long about this one. Oh, good hands by Reynolds. Rubenstein got his racket on it, and then he's thinking, and bang, long.
Check it, we're at 30 all.
Oh, just missed that down the line.
Now we're 30-40.
Another big return from Rubenstein. Ted trying to go down the alley behind Reynolds and missed it.
Now a critical point here. Serving break. Second serve, 2-4.
Oh, big kick serve there from Ted. Reynolds was off the ground 2 feet to hit that one back.
I love watching the New Trier guys. You know exactly where they stand. What a contrast in style.
Emotion incorporated.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, big return from Adam Rubenstein. He just stepped into that one and hit it solid. Doesn't need any, he got his whole body into this one. He snapped a few of those wide, but that one he was all over. Great return. They called the serve in. They thought the serve was out.
Back to deuce.
Okay. Oh, now Ottawa in the I formation. Going back to basic formation for second serve. Ooh, wide second serve, double fault.
Only the second in the match for Ottawa. First for Ted Nagel. And now another break point for New Trier.
Oh, there's a good combination. First serve and partner poaching. Or second serve, actually, but partner poaching. Good high kick serve from Ted that time. Tom was there to end it with the volley.
Deuce number 4.
Hit off the frame. New Trier lets the ball drop. It goes long by about a foot. Good exchange.
Another break point for New Trier.
Oh, it's long again. Too bad. Nice low volley by Ted. Set that up overhead for Tom, but he sailed it long. New Trier takes advantage and breaks.
And they go up 5-2 and will be serving for the match and the state doubles championship when we come back. New Trier, Mac Reynolds serving for the match.
Okay, nice return. Mac Reynolds just barely got there. Got that lob up in the air, but it was too short. Tom was there to put it away.
Well, the Nagels trailed third set of their semifinal 2-4 and came back to win it 6-4. Here they trail 2-5. On the first point against Reynolds serve. And the second.
Okay, a lot of topspin on that lob, but not enough height. Tom Nagel was there to end it. Again, singles against doubles. Dresser usually wins.
High formation again for the Trebians.
All right, big serve. Up. It's called wide.
Well, again, Ken Smith in the umpire's chair telling Mac Reynolds, yes, it was wide.
Oh, there's a big backhand volley from Adam Rubenstein. Ted popped that return up a little too high. Adam was all over it with that backhand volley.
15-30.
First serve long.
Wow, Reynolds just not holding anything back on that second serve.
That's amazing.
Right on the service line.
On the line, big power. Tom couldn't get his racket around in time. Ball's in the net.
We're at 30 all.
Reynolds taking some time here, wants to make sure he doesn't rush this. Ted Nagel all over that volley. Rubenstein backed off a chance to hit an overhead. All of a sudden, the Nagels were at the net.
And a break point for Ottawa.
Oh, nice return.
Ball is good.
Okay, nice return from Tom Nagel down the alley. He breaks the serve. But Ottawa's still got their back to the wall. Here it is. Big return at the right time.
Perfect. Tom Nagel will serve now. And that one's wide.
Just wide. Rubenstein trying to do the same thing that was just done to his partner. Doesn't work though. Just a little wide.
Still down a break. Ottawa must hold here. They trail 3-5. Third set. Here Tom Henderson. Stay up, stay up.
Double fault. Never a good time for a double fault. Certainly not very many from the Ottawa team, but
only the third. Second for Tom. You see Nutrier with 7, 5 of those from Rubenstein. Nutrier still up a break in this third and final set.
all right, Tom gets in on that volley, catches Reynolds a little bit off balance, and he can't get his racket on the volley. Oh, nice volley from Ted Nagel. Wow, Rubenstein did a great job of getting his racket on that ball, and Nagel was all over it. Ted, here we go. This ball's right at Rubenstein's feet, and there's Ted in there with his racket right in time.
40-15.
Oh, not that time. Big energy from Adam Rubenstein on that backhand. Ted couldn't get switched around in time to make the volley. Oh, that's a big serve from Tom Nagel. He's been kicking them in, but that one was dead flat and in the corner. Reynolds couldn't get around on it.
Ottawa holds. Tom Henderson talks to his team. And Nutrier, after the changeover, once again will try to close out this match. And it'll be on the serve of Adam Rubenstein.
A lot of power on this serve, we'll have to see.
Here's what Ken Smith is saying to Mac Reynolds. You heard when he called the fault on him, it was because his back foot crossed the center line. And, you know, if you're a club player, you know, how many club players do you see? They start their serve with their front foot one step over the line, but your back foot, if it crosses that center too, that's a no-no.
Yeah, and in the I formation, it's something that they're probably not watching real closely because they're trying to double up in the middle, and it's, you know, it can happen. Just something to watch, and it's good he was warned by the umpire, and he probably won't ever do that again.
Bill and Sandy Nagel, they're used to nail biters. Fans here have been seeing some good tennis. Adam Rubenstein trying to close it out.
All right, Nutrier serving for this match.
Couldn't do it the first time. Here's another shot at it.
Well, there's just classic doubles. Always going to the open diagonal, always going to the open court, finally getting the shot they wanted, and then Tom ending it by pounding that floating forehand. Okay, nice second serve by Adam Rubenstein. Handcuffed Tom Nagel a little bit, tried to run around that and hit a forehand. Couldn't get around it in time.
Boy, nobody's getting cheated here. Everybody's leaving everything on the court.
Oh, big first serve. Ted Nagel a little late on that contact. Ball sails long. Oh, Again,
my.
Reynolds racket on the ball, knew where he wanted to hit it. Ball in the net. Unfortunately, the net was between the ball and the court.
30-all. New Trier 2 points from a championship.
That's the way to be there. Okay, great return followed by great overhead. Good court coverage there. New Trier kind of pulled out of sync on that one.
And now Ottawa 1 point from evening this match.
Like you said, Mike, they've been here before.
They sure have.
Strength in the face of adversity.
Is that what's on their shirts?
I think that's what it says. Or maybe Ottawa tennis, I'm not sure.
It is long. And Adam Rubenstein, with a burst of temper, fired the ball into the curtain.
We'll see if that has any effect on this match. Sometimes if the umpire doesn't catch it, he won't call it.
Well, Ken Smith was looking the other way.
I think he was checking on the last call, so they didn't call the...
So we are all even at 5. Here is Ted Nagel to serve at 5-all.
All right, big return from Rubenstein. Turns it around, gets his head back on straight, and it's a nice solid return.
Ottawa came back from 2-4. Here they've come three straight games to even it at 5. So look at that.
Okay, all over the ball. Energy works. Way to be there for the volley.
Unforced errors pretty close.
Oh, here's a nice return from Adam Rubenstein. Ted couldn't get his racket down quick enough. Ball's on the frame. Might have taken his eye off the ball. When you got Reynolds at the net, you never know what to look for.
Remember, single still to follow.
Double fault. Put a lead on that second serve. You want to make sure you get it high enough in the air.
Ted's second double fault. His brother also has 2. And double break point to go up 6-5 for New Trier. So your double faults there. Ball is good.
That was good. Better to hit an out ball than to let an in ball go in doubles.
And so New Trier breaks right back and will again serve for the match. They lead 6-5. Let's take a look at the final point here.
This is the main reason you want to hit the ball down the middle in doubles. There's always a little bit of indecision. Tom gets his racket on this one and down the middle. Should I? No. Yours, mine, no. And it's in.
By a lot.
Takes advantage. Yep.
I don't know what more you can tell your players now, but both coaches are coaching. All 4 players are listening. And Mac Reynolds, the sophomore, will try to serve it out. Couldn't do it the last time, nor could his partner.
Well, one way or another, we're at the last full game of the match.
That's right. If it's a 3rd set tie at 6-all, this year the IHSA changed the rule. There will be a tiebreaker. 12. We're not there yet.
Okay, that lob goes long. Again, trying to break up the eye using the lob, but the lob return goes long.
Good rally. Net cord. And it's 30 love.
Got a little lucky on that volley there. The Ottawa team did.
Goes wide.
No, I think that's called
wait
in.
A minute, 15 all. Should be 15 all. Look out, it's in.
Okay, just a touch long. Mac Reynolds, lots of energy. Oh, sails that one. Tom Nagel did good work just getting out of the way of that one.
Fourth double fault. Reynolds.
Big volley. Adam Rubenstein in the middle, cut that one off. Nice angle volley into the alley. Tom not ready to come back, a little off balance. Okay, here's Rubenstein behind Tom Nagel, can't get to the ball.
We're a deuce.
Doubles against singles again. Oh, great hands, nice touch by Tom Nagel. Forced Rubenstein way outside, couldn't quite get over there to get enough racket on that volley.
Break point for Ottawa. To send it to a tiebreaker.
Well, I think Adam Rubenstein anticipated that one pretty well. He was winding up before the ball bounced. Serve was still in the air. Adam was standing there waiting for it.
Back to deuce. Know what the call was.
Nagel's shot was called wide over here.
Wide, and we are at championship point #1 for New Trier. It has been a long road, but right now championship point for the Trevians.
All right, lots of noise from the crowd here, both sides. Oh, a little too much energy on that first serve.
Remember, he is only a sophomore.
All right, big second serve. Tom Nagel puts the return in the net, and that's the championship right there. New Trier takes it. 3 sets, hard fought.
3-6, 7-5.
Lots of energy.
7-5.
Are they happy or what?
An outstanding match. And for the second time, Adam Rubenstein in his 2-year high school career is the state champion. And there's a hug from his
smile.
coach.
There you go. Sigh of relief.
A lot of folks are going to sleep well this evening and take nothing away from the Ottawa team. They knocked off the #1 seeds earlier, came back in the semifinal off the floor, and almost did it again here. The Trevians are the champions in the year 2000. Adam Rubenstein, Mac Reynolds. And again, they've got a career
and a
that's
kiss from
only
his
half
sister.
over, and that's Adam's sister
his
and
dad.
his dad. Mom's been hiding somewhere. We haven't seen Susie around much. But what a match. There is Mike McConville, who does such a terrific job with all the seedings and getting everything done. He's got the plaques and the championships. We'll have more here in the Northwest suburbs. Stay tuned on Fox Sports Net. I'll look at our Taco Bell match summary in this very even 3-set match. Corky, as you can see, not much to split them except in the area of aces and winners, and that translates into...
Yeah, definitely the New Trier team was the aggressor here. We talked about 3 keys at the beginning: first serve percentage, returns in play, and being aggressive. New Trier, 70 winners and only 22 unforced errors.
And the aggressor in doubles usually wins. Let's take a look at our Pepsi point of the match. This happening in the late in the second set. A breaker here for New Trier.
Big return by Mac Reynolds. Rubenstein kind of gave up on the ball. Reynolds puts it back in play. Tom Nagel goes up and tries to reflex that thing, and it sails wide.
And that made the score 6-5 for New Trier. They came back to win the next game at Love to even the match at 1 set apiece, and then winning the third and final set 7-5. And there are a couple of happy Trevians, 2 sophomores, Adam Rubenstein, Mac Reynolds, your Illinois High School Association boys doubles champions for the year 2000. We'll have the singles coming up as we return to the northwest suburbs after this. Championship tennis coverage continues with the boys' year 2000 singles finals here in the northwest suburbs. Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to Schaumburg along with Corky Layton. I'm Mike Liederman. It is time for the singles final now. And what kind of a match can we anticipate between the defending champion Tom Hannes of Palatine and an outstanding baseliner, Josh Braley of Geneva?
I think what we can look for is Braley driving the ball from corner to corner from the baseline, and Hannes looking for every opportunity to come in.
Well, you look at Braley and you see him as someone who's come off the floor in both the quarter and semifinal matches, not someone to be taken for granted.
He was very tough in his quarterfinal match, down 5-1, came back to win that one in the third, was down a match point, and just pulled it out in the end. He was terrific.
Well, he's going to have to be, because his opponent, Tom Hannes, is the defending champion. He has stampeded through his last 2 years of high school tennis, has not lost a match since the state tournament in his freshman year. He is now a junior, 71 straight. Can he win 72?
He looks very strong, Mike. I saw Hannes play at the Hershey tournament a couple of weeks ago, and he just raised it to a higher level than anybody could touch.
Well, he is looking to become the first repeat champion here in the state of Illinois in nearly 15 years. Will he do it? Will Josh Braley come off the floor again? We'll find that out as we bring you state championship tennis here on Fox Sports Net. You're looking at Tom Hannes, the defending state singles champion. He will serve first to Josh Braley.
Well, there's Hannes serving volley, first point. Nice volley inside out, forehand down line winner.
Hannes extremely strong, stronger this year than last, and injury-free this year.
Lost his footing there. Can't do that against Braley. He's just too quick. Took advantage of it right away.
Braley, like Hannes, a junior from Geneva, played doubles last year, got to the quarterfinals. This year, only 2 defeats in a singles career. One of those was to Todd Stecco of Lake Forest, whom he beat in 3 sets in the semifinal here. What a save by Hannes.
It was a great volley by Hannes. Great anticipation, waiting for the downline passing shot from Braley. Nice angle volley to win it.
These two practice together over at the Aurora Tennis Club, but they've never played each other officially in competition until now.
Great hands by Braley, way to get in behind that lob. Hannes ran it down and tried to rip that forehand. Braley waiting for it.
Good action to start things off. Hope you enjoyed the doubles, won by New Trier in 3 sets. Here's Hannes, first game, first set, 30-all.
Oh, big serve and then a drop volley. Nice touch by Hannes.
Well, right away, Corky, you can see that Braley is not scared of Hannes' serve. He's got an answer for it, takes something off it, and returns it well.
Yeah, standing back pretty far, but moving into the ball when he hits it.
40-30.
Hannes gave him a little fake there. Looks like his shoes are sticking to the court. Braley missed the passing shot wide.
So Hannes holds game 1
And the changeover here. Taking a look at some of the Hyundai keys to the match, Corky.
Well, we see that what we've seen already. Hannes is going to be on the attack, and Braley's job is to keep him off the net. But the real key at the end, if both these guys play their style, which is going to be real grueling, is how well they're conditioned.
Hannes had a comparatively easy semifinal. Easy when you're playing 7 matches in 2 days, as we take a look at the roads too. First for Josh Braley. Again, in that semifinal over last year's, in the quarterfinal against last year's second place finisher Connor Murnion of Loyola. Braley trailed 5-1 in the 3rd set, came back to win it in a tie break, and then went on in the semifinal to win it in a tie break. Meanwhile, only Paul McNaughton of Hinsdale took Hannes to 3 sets, and he had a fairly easy time with Paul Rose of New Trier, I should say, Pete's brother. Pete played last year. Now I think, wait, this is Yale, right? I think Pete.
He's at Iowa.
He's at Iowa. Okay. So was Tom Hannes' brother, actually.
Okay, good first serve there by Braley. Oh yeah. Well, use that lefty spin serve to pull Hannes wide off the court on the first ball, then got in well to hit that volley down the line.
30 love.
Oh, there's a big serve from Braley.
Strong first game for Braley. And Hannes this
All right.
time with the answer.
Big serve, miss-hit return, caught Braley a little bit off guard. Hannes able to cover the open court, drives it down the line for the pass. Big serve, Hannes barely gets to the ball. Braley steps in, Hannes is just standing there waiting.
Back to live action.
Oh, just out.
The inside out forehand goes wide.
First long exchange from the baseline, Hannes trying to set it up to come in, but misses wide on the approach.
And we are even at a game apiece.
Big serve from Hannes. Hammering away at Braley's backhand. We'll have to see if that turns into a pattern. Well, Hannes looked like he got the shot he wanted. He was just way late on that volley and sailed it long.
We're at 15 all. Good look there at Josh Braley, and here's Hannes.
Oh, big first serve, but better return. Hannes can't pick up the half volley. Just long on a big first serve.
Josh Braley now with a couple of break points here early in the match.
Hannes tried to change pace and slide that backhand and just floated it long. They were in a huge exchange of ground strokes. I don't know if the balls are going to hold up.
They are just pounding ground strokes.
Big serve again. Braley couldn't get his racket on it solidly, and the ball sails long.
Hannes saves one breaker. Still another here.
net there, but I think Hannes had that point one. Really got stretched out on that first volley. Okay, and oh, there it is. Touch angle.
The net cord is your friend. Deuce.
Ooh, there's a topspin lob with not enough topspin.
Hannes has come back now with 3 points in a row for a game point here. You aren't kidding. They're just murdering the ball.
Waiting for one to break. Listen to that sound. The sound you hear is the two sides of the ball touching on that serve.
Yes, probably. And screaming in pain. First ace for Hannes, and he now leads 2-1. If we get a shot of Tom there on the bench next to him, Corky, someone obviously very close to you and very key to Tom Hannes's career. Your son Josh.
My son Josh, yeah. Actually, Tom cramped up the first year he was here at State in the round of 16 and couldn't make it through the rest of the tournament. And Josh made sure he got him on a training regimen. He's in great shape now.
You see the family resemblance there, don't you? We sure do.
Much more intelligent looking.
Josh is strength and conditioning coach, among other things. And now we are on serve. Hannes leading 2-1. Braley to serve here. And Braley really thought in his match against Todd Stecco that the match was over when Braley hit a lob that seemed to be going out by 5 feet. Stecco ran to the net, but the ball fell in, and from there on, it was all Braley.
Yeah. That after Stecco had fought back from 5-2. Incredible match.
That's right. Braley had the 5-2 lead in the third set.
Momentum back and forth. It's a state tournament, happens. Braley off his back foot with that backhand in the net. Hannes just drilling the ball side to side. Tremendous power in his ground strokes, huge leverage, big long arms.
And Hannes with 3 break points here.
Braley mishit that backhand, didn't come up high enough for him to take a good swing at it. Kind of punched it and went long.
Braley, very high toss on the serve. Saves 1 break point. Unusually high toss.
Yeah, you can get away with that in here. Indoors, it's, you know, the wind's not going to blow it, and you're not going to have to worry, but it does throw your rhythm off. Try to get the players to reach and hit that ball at the top of their toss. Out of the picture.
That's high. Brought rain.
Yeah, you can see he's tossing the ball maybe 6-8 feet above the banners behind him and hitting him when it's down into the banner, so he's letting that ball drop quite a bit.
He still has 1 break point opportunity against him.
Really coming down. It's got good spin, though. That's what makes it work.
He's got a kick serve, which he
dropped
used.
A little too low.
That kick serve he used to win on match point, a second serve ace against Stecco. And he's come back.
Off speed. Hannes got around the ball, but he didn't do anything with it. Hit it going sideways instead of forward.
Hannes, the co-number 1 seed. Braley was a 3-4 seed.
Ooh, a little long on the overhead. As the ball came off his racket, I know Hannes wished he'd had hit that lob to the other side. Sometimes you forget under pressure against a lefty that it's got to go to the other side.
Still has another breaker here.
Hannes certainly punishing the ball. Again, they came over that one a little too much, laid it in the net. A little long on that forehand.
And Braley with a game point here.
Nice high kick on that serve. Hannes caught the ball up high and late and sailed it. All right, lots of power on that forehand from Hannes. Braley couldn't get it. Got into that volley a little too much and popped it wide.
Third deuce of the game.
Look at that kick.
That's that second serve we were telling you about. Tremendous kick right off the service line.
And these guys, you know, if you're not used to playing lefties, you're not used to seeing the ball bounce that way. Oh, that's great use of the court. Side to side. Braley specialty right there.
And Josh Braley holds after facing 3 break points, 4 break points. And we're even at 2 with Tom Hannes serving.
Hannes lunged at that volley a little bit and dropped it in the net. I know he wishes he would have taken one more step forward at that volley.
That's his game.
He just knows where every ball is going. You can't always get to him, but he's right there waiting for it.
Dad was a soccer player in Poland.
He's got the strength, he's got the footwork. Probably would be just about anything he wanted to be. Big second serve. Well, he couldn't get around on it. Overtopped it into the net.
It is rare for him to be extended to 3 sets. As we told you, it only happened once in this tournament, and according to our information, only once the whole season. No, actually, yeah, once the whole season before state.
That's an incredible shot. Skies on that backhand overhead, just snaps his wrist. Hits a great angle here.
Braley fired a forehand at him that would have frozen
Hannes
most
up
other
in the
players.
air, back to the net, just snaps it. Braley can't get there with the forehand. He's in the crowd. Yeah, over his shoulder. Nice attempt, but no way.
First serve let. And that, no doubt, a service winner.
Nice serve.
Well, we remain on serve. 3-2 Hannes on the changeover here at Schaumburg Tennis Plus, where we have taken the tournament indoors because of the inclement weather. Earlier, of course, we were playing down at the Aurora Tennis Center, and we thank them for their hospitality and bringing the tournament there on such short notice. And, of course, we can give you all kinds of notice about the game room every weeknight, 7 o'clock or before the game, right here on Fox Sports Net. All the scores, all the information, all the features, and Dave Otto. You name it, we got it.
Yay, Dave.
I told you about Dave. He played for 4 major league teams and led all of them in height. Holds a record. See, it's a nice way you can watch the game here. You can watch the matches here. It looks like the Stadium Club, right? They've got a little restaurant here.
That's right.
Well, along with Corky Layton, I'm Mike Lederman. We hope you're enjoying this, our continuing IHSA coverage exclusively here on Fox Sports Net. Boys tennis tournament. We've got the Class A and Class AA baseball coming up later on this month. And Josh Braley serving here at 2-3.
Short return, but Braley hit a little too hard. Ball sailed.
Among others, Braley took his parents through a seesaw of emotions in that semifinal match.
Just wide. Big kick serve. Huge serve from Josh Braley. Hannes couldn't get around on it with his backhand. Another big kicker. This one to the forehand side. Hannes still caught off balance. Closer.
Point for Braley.
Great shot from Braley. He knew he had to come in if he wanted to maintain control. Here he is, big overhead. Hannes gets his racket on it, puts it back. Braley comes in and very smartly hits it the other way. Hannes can't get back in.
40-15. Well, Braley knows he's not going to slug with Hannes, but if he can hit those grounders for a while and then change up on him.
Oh, look at Hannes trying to mix it up, coming in on the second serve. Trying to approach off Braley's second serve, but doesn't make it work. Braley right there to answer with the volley.
And we are at 3-all here, first set.
Okay, big serve from Hannes. Again, attacking Braley's backhand on that deuce side. Wow, big serve, good return, nice low return. Hannes did a great job of picking that volley up, and then was right there when the ball came back. Great scramble by Braley.
Hannes much quicker than you think, too. He's a big guy. He's over
He
6
is.
feet.
Moves really well.
And he picked that half volley up on that last point and was right there for the ground stroke from Braley.
Oh, there's a big return. Braley moved in about 5 feet, and Hannes couldn't get set up for his volley. Went right by him.
Oh, Braley's playing very smart tennis, very good tennis right now. Keeping Tom guessing.
Another big serve from Hannes. You know, if I had to play Hannes, my strategy would be to stay as close as possible, as long as I could, because this guy starts to raise it. You want to make sure you're right there.
Hello.
Ooh, he was there.
Braley was there and got it back, and Hannes.
Well, he didn't want to take a chance on the fact that that ball might be in, so he went up for the overhead and tried to hit probably a little bit too much angle from that part of the court. Hit it in the net. Big energy from Hannes, though.
40-30.
Too late on that volley. Big forehand. Braley just drilled that thing. Hannes caught it a little late and it sailed.
Braley putting the pressure on here at 3-all first
Right.
set. At deuce now.
Wow, great reflexes, both players. Braley got the best of that one. Both able to anticipate each other's shots. Okay, Braley in there, Hannes on the volley. Braley just chips it back behind him before he can recover. That's like the fourth, fifth shot of that rally.
And now it's a break point for Braley.
Oh, that was a great return right at Hannes' feet. It's the volley in the top of the net.
And the first break of the game goes to Josh Braley. So Braley with a break. When we come back, Hannes will be serving. Braley will be serving up 4-3. Welcome back to the Boys State Tennis Championships. Because of time constraints, we move to further action later in the singles final. When this tournament began, everybody talked, of course, the press wrote about how it was going to be a cakewalk for Hannes. And so far it has been that. Braley, as we said, seeded numbers 3 and 4. The top seeds are seeded in groups, unlike professional tournaments that you might be familiar with out in the audience. They seed 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and then 5 through 8. But Braley has come on, knocked off the co-number 1 seed, Stecco, in the semifinals, and here not taking anything from Hannes, and handing it all back to him. Now he's got the first set on his racket. That's 5-4.
All right, here we are, trade and return games.
You see Hannes with a far larger number of unforced errors. A fine statistician, Mr. Clam, is keeping track of that. The pride of Hersey High School.
Maybe the net's just higher on this side.
It's been there for both players.
Again, another nice baseline rally. Ooh, just missed.
Certainly had that side of the court, Corky.
You didn't have to cut it quite that close. I think it's hard to teach these kids. They work on playing on the outside edges, and then all of a sudden they get a wide open court and you still aim at the lines.
Love 30 here.
Hannes seems to be struggling on his backhand side today, trying to find a rhythm. Had a wide open court there and a short ball and came way over the top of it.
Well, generally, if there's been a place where he has improved tremendously over last year, he says it's been his backhand. He hits it out more, but hits out on it, we should say. He's had his problems so far today. And
Big serve from Braley.
So even at 30. Last year against Connor Murnion in the finals, Hannes was really leaning on his forehand. And that was And that match against Murnion was the first time a lot of folks had seen Hannes go to net. And he has adopted that serve and volley strategy really ever since as he's grown.
That served him well.
And it's out. So first set goes to the underdog, Josh Braley. Hello, hello. And Hannes in an unusual position of being a set down. Braley has been playing at an incredibly high level. Now, can he sustain it?
Well, they're going toe-to-toe here.
Here's Hannes, start set 2.
As you pointed out, Hannes has a lot more unforced errors, and I think that's part to do with his game style, but Braley's keeping the pressure on.
Just like that again.
Off balance. Yeah.
Forehand problem for Hannes. Remember, both players are juniors, both have extensive experience at state. Braley's first year playing singles. But he did make the quarterfinals last year as a sophomore in doubles.
Makes it on the forehand. It's a timing thing. He's just a touch off the bounce. Foot's not coming down before he makes contact, not quite moving in far enough to the ball. I mean, he's going for the right shots. It just seems like they're not falling for him right now. On the other hand, Braley seems to have a great rhythm.
Do you start playing hit games with yourself now, or just keep saying, all right, I'm just going to keep going at it?
Try to pick up a real simple style that you trust, focus on execution, and get yourself back in it. The less complicated you make it, the more likely you are to get back and the quicker you're going to get there.
.30.
Just missed again.
And another break point opportunity for Josh Braley.
Hannes ran around that ball to hit a forehand and just pulled it wide. Trying again, going for the lines.
A look at Mike Rogers.
Okay, big serve from Hannes. Braley a little bit late on that forehand, sailed it.
Still another opportunity for a break here.
That's a big overhead.
Almost took out our camera with it.
Big serve, big overhead. Keep it simple.
First serve led here. Of course, both these players very experienced, not only in high school, but in national competition.
Yeah, they've been in this situation before. Maybe not the same guys, but you've seen the same games, same shots enough times. You know how to react to the situation.
And as we said, they know each other's games from practice.
There's a big serve from Hannes. Really came over that backhand a little bit too fast. Dumped the return in the net.
So Hannes has fought back here to get to game point, fighting off a couple of breakers. He's down a set. And hit the changeup.
Yeah, kicked that one wide, pulled Braley into the crowd. They may want to move the crowd back, but Braley's going to keep doing that.
And that is game one. First set goes to Tom Hannes. The crowd here, as we told you, because it's an indoor facility, don't exactly have stadium seating, so the crowd is around the court, right up close and personal, if you will. A few folks sitting in the lounge overlooking the action. And a good crowd on hand, getting out of the weather as the semifinals and the finals brought indoors because of the spring rains. Josh Layton talking to Hannes. Earlier, New Trier coming from behind to win the doubles title over Ottawa in 3 sets. And for all the information on IHSA championships, anything you want to know about high school sports, well, log on www.ihsa.org, and you can find results, you can find all kinds of information. A most useful site. Scott Johnson and company continue to do a great job. Okay, there is Tom Hannes. He is down a set, won the first game, set 2. We are on serve. Josh Braley from Geneva will be serving 0-1.
Good exchange. Hannes keeping the ball real low with that backhand, sliding it to Braley, can't get under it, and hits it in the net.
Love 15. Once again, the forehand cross court lets Hannes down after that nice slice backhand.
Well, part of it was that Braley closed in really tight on the net and covered that ball, forcing Hannes to hit a much better shot. There's that kicker to the outside. It's not something they're used to seeing. Hannes' first reaction there was to jump sideways, and the ball just kind of died on his strings. He's going to try to handle that shot. He's going to have to move forward. Big serve with the body. Hannes looking for a call, but called in.
And the game goes to Braley.
Hannes really unloaded on that forehand. I don't know what he was hoping for, but the ball sailed way long.
Hannes serving here now at 1-1. Braley won the first set 6-4. Hannes on a 71-match winning streak over 2 seasons in high school tennis. That caught the line. Jordur on the line emphatically said, oh yeah, it's good. Watch it here.
Big serve from Hannes. Going in behind it. Really snaps the ball by him.
Whoops.
Can't believe it.
Above 15. Joy, the lineswoman there, made the call.
Yeah. Big rally. Braley just overtopped that forehand, put it in the net. Wide. Hannes trying to cover the net. Braley running him all over the place. Took a stab at that backhand volley and angled it wide.
15-30, second serve.
Let's hit on that backhand.
Is finding himself in a deeper and deeper hole.
Well, the danger of the topspin lob was when you get a lot of topspin and not enough lob. That's what happened there. Hannes was all over that one. There's a big serve from Hannes, closed in on the volley. With that nice low skidding volley, and Braley just could not get under the ball.
So Hannes has fought back, and we are at deuce, 40 all. Serve is just wide. Hannes looking for a call there, didn't get it. There's the chair umpire, Bob Sanford.
Pulled up too soon on that backhand. Nice exchange, but Hannes hit that one off his back foot coming up.
He is getting more and more frustrated with each point. And Mr. Braley is just keeping his cool. Braley has the first set. Hannes has got to keep here from going down the break in the second.
There's that forehand Hannes has been looking for. He snapped a couple of those. That's the first one that's worked for him in a while.
Absolutely right. Watch you do this is a thing of beauty.
Braley smacks this ball down the line, and he just buggy whips that one right cross court. No problem. Great shot by Tom Hannes.
We are at deuce.
What a rally. The balls are not going to handle this.
No,
they're going to have to change balls after this game. They keep doing this.
They normally don't, right? It's not like
No.
the pros where you have new balls every,
Nine,
ninth
11.
game or something.
Right,
Yeah, 9-11.
Oh, these guys are beating the cover off the ball. What a
They expect to get through the match.
Oh, that's a big return. Braley taking a chance. He's got the quickness. He comes in, takes that backhand on the rise. Here's the serve, second serve kicker. Braley again, in again. No chance.
Boy, it's nice when you get to the ball early, isn't it?
There's no time for your opponent to react.
Back to deuce.
Yeah, there it is.
There we go.
We got ball fuzz.
There's your Wilson sandwich there.
Oh, that's a great volley. Hannes closed on the net, hit a smart volley behind Braley. Easy winner.
I'm ready to find a ball in section somewhere in the middle of this set.
Yep.
Serve is out. I just can't remember in the years we've been covering this event any two players hitting the ball harder.
No.
I think about Tom Derwin maybe from Moline. Big hitter.
Yeah. But nothing like this, not both sides. I mean,
Right.
this ball is just being beat up. These guys are really stepping into everything.
Break point again for Braley. I'm sorry, back to deuce.
Just missing that forehand again.
Now it's a break point for Braley.
I mean, these are shots that he relies on day in and day out, and all of a sudden your strength leaves you. All right, Braley going for a little too much there. Hits that forehand cross-court wide.
Fifth deuce of this game. Braley leads by a set over the #1 seed, Tom Hannes. Oh, loose. Real loose there.
Volley relaxed a little too early and pushed the ball wide. That's what he was looking for. Got to maintain the intensity if you want to make it work, though.
Break point.
It's a good change-up. Kick with Braley's forehand out wide. Miss hit by Braley. Back to deuce.
17th point of this game.
Hannes, great hands to pick up that half volley. And Braley just shanked that top spin lob.
A rare miscue for Josh.
That's tough. Braley able to get to the ball quick enough to hit behind Hannes before he can recover twice in a row.
That's a great point for Josh Braley.
Hannes all stretched out there and just kind of floats it behind him in hopes, and Hannes can't quite get back in time.
Again, just keeping him off balance. Taking the shots. Coming back.
Oh, that's a big return. Hannes didn't get quite enough angle on the serve. Got it a little short. Braley stepped up and hit the angle return. Goodness.
Incredible.
Again.
Just incredible.
Braley coming out of the trees here. I mean, he just stepping up and taking these things on their eyes and crunching them.
Well, he had 5 break points, made the last one count. He's got a set and he's got a break. We'll be back. Upset in the making, Josh Braley against undefeated Tom Hannes with a set and a break here in the second.
This good forehand from Hannes. Sailed it long. Good, he's letting that ball drop. Braley's got a lot of topspin on the ball. If he wants to take advantage, he's going to have to move in.
What?
Now you got,
what a point.
Now you got Braley serving and volleying.
For Hannes to make that return, and then Braley came and bang, just cross-court of the volley. Wow. We'll show it to you.
Well, that's beautiful. Buggy whip, but not quite there. Sure. Oh, big topspin lob from Hannes.
Major league play right there.
Yeah. He's able to suck Braley in by driving the one before, and then right over his head.
3 feet inside the baseline. Yep.
Oh, big serve. Big serve.
Oh.
Hannes is like, I've been practicing with you for like 4 years, and I've never seen you serve like this.
Probably wants him to check the water bottle.
Really?
Game point here, go up 3-1.
There's a good tactic from Hannes. Okay, get that second serve chip and charge. Nice touch volley. Made Braley make a decision there.
Braley's expression hasn't changed. He's going about his business here at 40-30. It's a good thing these guys aren't seniors. They might miss prom, you know. It's going so long here. That's the backhand he's been practicing.
There's the one he was looking for. Pick that one up on the rise and let that ball drop. Okay, Braley coming to the net. Huge forehand by Hannes, but routine volley for Braley, and then snaps that backhand topspin.
That's a great shot for a deuce.
Again, Hannes sliding that backhand. Braley can't get under it with the topspin, puts it in the net.
And now Hannes with a break point opportunity. Well, Hannes' last 3 points has certainly stepped up his game.
Bad time to double fault. Game point, overspun that one.
His second double fault, and it brings everybody back on serve. Now, Hannes can exhale a bit, but see what this does to Braley. That's his first real bad mistake, and he said that to himself as he hit the ball. 2-2.
Huge depth on the ball before, then Braley gets the short ball, comes in and ends it. Braley just moves in and crushes this ball. Hannes was caught back, moving back. Unfortunately, so deep. Late on the contact. Braley sails that forehand.
Once again, Josh's coach.
Sailed that one again. Really starting to stand up on his ground strokes. I wonder if he's starting to feel the effects of the day.
Right, semifinals in the morning.
We talked about conditioning at the beginning here. Let's see what happens.
We know what kind of shape Hannes is. 30 all. But Hannes has made an uncharacteristic number of unforced errors, especially on that forehand side. And he's still pretty disgusted with himself. At 30 all.
What a point. Wow, both players running each other all over the court. Braley coming in there to take advantage at the net.
And what do you know? Another break point.
Hannes did a great job just staying in that point. All of a sudden, Braley's at the net hitting the volley. Amazing.
Hannes.
Ball dropped again.
Maybe that Hannes is getting a little tired.
Could be. Letting that ball drop, I think they're definitely looking frustrated.
Still another break. We've had 3 in a row, and now Braley leads it 3 games to 2 here in the second set. He took the first 6-4. Well, I was talking to his mom, Jane. His dad played at Indiana, played tennis there. The Braleys, and she said, you know, it's going to be like David against Goliath. Talking about how Josh had never beaten Hannes even in practice, and looks like David's bringing a slingshot today.
Yep.
That
and he's playing as hard as he can. I mean, he so far isn't making very many errors, and he's really keeping the pressure on Hannes. I mean, it's amazing that he's made so few errors, as much pressure as he's putting on Hannes, and Hannes is spraying balls all over the place.
The thing with Hannes is he's not been behind much these last 2 years, but when he has, he's fought back. Remember, this is a player who's won over 70 consecutive matches. There's certainly pressure there. This is the state championship. Everybody really in the tennis community, just about everyone, conceded it to him before, and of course he's the guy who's got to go out and play. And remember, we're talking about 16-year-olds here.
Big players come up with big plays when they need them.
Well, here is
time is here.
Braley to serve at 3-2.
Big kick serve. Hannes again off balance, stretch it out for that ball. Just ripping the ball.
Well, and it's Josh Braley who's doing most of the ripping of Tom Hannes. Hannes just looked at that one.
Hannes is saying something about, oh, he stepped on this wire on the side and lost his footing.
Second serve coming here as we're back to live action.
Great point again. Both players all out. Hannes unloads on that forehand, charges the net. Braley can't hit the passing shot down the line.
Oh, that was a heavyweight. Take that, no, take that.
That's right.
Bashing.
Just hanging on each other there, smacking back and forth. Got under that one a little bit. And Hannes is letting that ball drop.
Game point here.
Good serve from Braley. Jammed Hannes, hit that short return, and Braley was all over the first ball. Quick feet paying off here.
Well, he did not blink when that short ball came to him, and now it's 4-2. Braley. First set to Braley. Hannes to serve. In a critical situation for him.
All right, Hannes was there. Huge. Half volley. Braley hit a big return. Hannes came up with a half volley and then closed for the volley. When Braley ripped it, he was there. Right, Hannes is really covering the net now. Braley's got to go for the lines if he's going to get it by him. Hannes coming in all over the court. Braley tries to find a little opening. The only one there is out.
Live action at 30 love.
All right, that ball toss was a little low and a little forward.
Second double fault for Hannes.
All right, another big serve. Really trying to get around on that backhand and sails it.
There was a look in Tom Hannes's eyes that wasn't there at the beginning of this match. The question is it too late for him? You can see he's just firing now.
There you go. Big serve. No chance for Braley to get his racket on that ball solid.
All right, Hannes there. Talking to Josh Layton. And Braley talking to Mike Rogers. There's the situation. Josh Braley, the underdog here, takes the first set, leads the second, has a break. Has to hold here to keep that advantage. On Fox Sports Net, tune in to the National Sports Report. Weeknights at 10 o'clock or after the game. Bring you the latest sports news of the day and more. The National Sports Report on Fox Sports Net. You're watching IHSA tennis, the championships, the boys singles. New Trier won the doubles in a 2-hour plus 3-set match against Ottawa with Corky Layton. I'm Mike Liederman. This is Josh Braley serving at 4-3. Second set. Love. Well, Hannes is supposed to be the more powerful player, but Braley's got more winners.
It's going after him. Hannes going for that big forehand again.
I noticed Braley's just been working him on the forehand. He's not afraid of it.
Well, because he's getting that extra topspin on it, and Hannes isn't moving in on the ball, letting it drop and driving it flat into the net.
Oh, those lefties.
trying to be a little too fancy there.
That's the 11th commandment he just violated. Thou shalt not get cute. 30-15.
Big serve from Braley.
He's another one that doesn't take much time between serves. Get up there and fire.
Okay. Honest. He's almost standing in the bleachers over here trying to hit forehands. Runs across a half another court and his own court and gets that forehand back, and Braley misses the backhand. Amazing. What athletes.
30 all.
A little too much juice on that one. It sailed. You can see he's leaving his feet a little too soon and catching the ball late, and that's why it's sailing on him.
Clean ace for the game.
Big serve from Braley. He has a very clean motion here. Great acceleration. Look at him. Banks that one. Gone.
Great time for your first ace, huh? Well, Braley, one game from a championship and a huge upset. Here's Hannes. He must hold here.
Oh, yeah, good volley from Hannes. Kept that ball low. Braley couldn't get under the ball for the passing shot. First serve long. All right, good feet by Braley there. Hannes popped that volley up, and he was all over it. First opportunity he got there. Oh, great pickup by Braley, but Hannes is there with the answer on the volley. Nice low chip volley. No chance for Braley. Okay, nice backhand volley by Hannes, very low, skids the ball. Braley barely gets under it, and Hannes is all over that. Nice touch.
Right there. 30-15.
Oh my goodness, and then he steps up and does that. I think you got the guy slightly demoralized, and he steps up and takes your first serve on the rise and cracks it past you for a passing shot.
Braley is playing incredibly well. Hannes, with all his problems, is still very much in this. Right on the line.
Oh, that one skidded on the line. Couldn't get under it. Passing shot hits the tape.
Braley looks cool. Expression has stayed the same pretty much. Had a grueling 3-set match. Hannes had a pretty easy 2-set match in the semis. So you know what that means. Absolutely nothing.
These guys are in great shape.
Your practice partners, we told you, first time meeting in competition. And now, with another double fault by Hannes, number 3, we're at deuce. And Hannes trails 3-5 down a set.
Seems to keep shooting himself in the foot when he gets some momentum going.
Very, yeah, good point.
I mean, Braley's not giving him a whole lot of chances.
That's for sure. We have seen some incredible tennis today. Incredible.
Big volley from Hannes, nice and low. Skidded that ball. Braley tried to get under it and sailed it wide.
here at 3-5.
Quick feet again. Serving Josh Braley well there. Hit that return at Hannes' feet. Popped up the half volley. Braley all over it. He's setting up a lot of these things with just great returns. He's got great reads and he's getting in on the ball, making good solid contact. Hannes is serving well.
But Braley certainly looks to be the cooler of the two right now. What do you know?
Shot on the return.
Hold everything. For a championship point for Braley.
But do keep in mind that Hannes is serving.
This is true.
Can't lose sight of that fact.
But Braley also has 4 breaks.
He's hitting some big returns here.
Hannes taking his time. Championship point number 1.
There it is.
Incredible.
What a match.
Incredible.
Josh Braley, the giant killer. That's amazing.
6-4, 6-3. There's his dad on the right.
Incredibly solid performance by Josh Braley, who took the chances he needed to take, stayed aggressive all the time, never took anything from Hannes.
Really?
Hannes did not play badly, but Josh just played incredibly well.
As close to flawless as you can. Well, this is a tennis family. Sarah made state in singles and doubles. Brother John played at state, but here's the first state champion in the Braley family. And what a job. And take nothing away from that young man. And he's only a junior. He'll be back. First time in 2 years that Tom Hannes shaking the winner's hand. Well, it has been quite a day. A lot of activity, a lot of thrills, and some of the finest high school tennis we've seen here in a lot of years of broadcasting this event. We'll be back and present some awards right after these. Well, what a day for Josh Braley. Let's take a look at our Taco Bell. Look at the games. Look at the match. Well, aces are pretty even, but after that, it was all Josh.
Yeah, Josh was on fire today. He was in a different planet. I mean, he hit winners and didn't make mistakes. He was huge on his first serves and hit great returns. Kept Hannes on his off balance all the time and was solid all the way through the match.
That's our Taco Bell game summary, a match summary. Here's the Pepsi point of the match. It's match point. Braley, his final break as Hannes can't make the backhand volley. And the streak ends for Tom Hannes. And what an incredible performance for Josh Braley of Geneva High School. 2 outstanding competitors, both juniors. We fully expect to see them back, not only at state, but perhaps in the finals next year. Team champion, of course. Well, before we get to the team championship, let's take a look at our 2000 IHSA Boys Singles Champion with his coach Mike Rogers. There's Josh Braley. Mike McConville from the IHSA as well, and Beth Saucer. We thank them all, and especially John Novak for putting all this together. And our 2 indoor tennis clubs. And the state doubles champions from New Trier High School, Adam Rubenstein and Mac Reynolds. And their coach Tim Kafish, whose team, the New Trier Trevians, are also the state team champions this year. Well, it has been quite a day. The 2000 championships are in the books. So for Corky Layton, I'm Mike Lederman saying so long from Schaumburg Tennis Plus here in Schaumburg. You've been watching the year 2000 IHSA Boys Tennis Championships on Fox Sports Net.